Well, good morning YouTube, good morning viewers. Lofty's here again. BMW time today. It's a revisited, it's a facelift model. This is the 2024 BMW S1000XR TE. There's been a few little modifications and it was available, so I thought I'd give it a test ride. So if you are interested in the 2024 S1000XR TE, you stick around. I'll see you in a minute. Well, good morning YouTube. Here we are at BMW Motorrad, Ocean Falmouth. Now have a look at this. Now before you ask, I'm not taking it out. This is the 50cc single battery version. There's no point me taking it out because as you saw when I took the 50cc Honda version out, they're a little bit lethal. They're a city bike. They're meant to be ridden on flat roads in towns, and really with all these hills they're not really worth it. They do a 2 battery version which they've got on demo up at Ocean Plymouth. On all accounts the 125 equivalent with 2 batteries in is quite good fun. I'm on this little beauty, the S1000XR TE spec. It's a little bit dirty, it's been used. Okay, so we're in dynamic and we're in road mode and we're on the 2024 up-rated S1000XR. Anyway, let's have a good look at it and then we'll take it for a bit of a ride and I'll show you around it. Okay then YouTube, what do you reckon? Nice blue, isn't it? At least it's shiny. No matte paint on this one. Anyway, let's put the leg across it. So first of all, I'm going to tell you this is the lowered frame model. Now they come in the standard XR. You can have a low seat, a mid seat, the standard seat, or a high seat. This is the standard seat lowered frame. The main thing is it drops the whole bike by about 30 to 40 millimeters, the frame that is. So this is low. So when you're on the suspension setups, you can only use auto or low. It's not got the high setting at all. But the seat is the standard seat, which is fairly comfortable. I personally would want the high seat, just to give me that little bit of extra. As you see, the cutaway is not too bad. I can get my knees in, and I can get my whole foot on. The seat's changed. This has got the revised seat for 2024. It is more comfortable. As you can see, I can move forward slightly, and I can move back slightly. It's slightly more dished. It's not such a saddle shape like a dip, but it's quite comfortable. Just drop it on the side, stand and put both feet on. What do you reckon? Should we have a look round and get some stats in a minute? Okay, there she is in the flesh. Let's have a quick walk round. As you can see, the seat is definitely a different shape. As I say, this is the lowered frame version. It's all equipped for touring as well. So you've got the rack for the top box. You've got the side racks for the panniers. They have not changed on any of the models. This has got the spotlights on, of course. One of the few differences is this little beak at the front. They've changed the beak. They've altered the aesthetics on the beak. Big hole for the airbox. Nice looking bike, isn't it? Let's have a look at the controls. Okay, so we've got a pretty standard affair. Keyless, so push and hold. Into life it comes. Anyone who's familiar with a BMW will be familiar with the settings. We've got the sport dash on. I thought it's a sporty bike, I'll put the sport dash on. So let's come out. We're equipped for sat-nav, BMW sat-nav. You can also buy the adapter now so you can fit your phone on as well. So coming across. Handguards, heated grips, mode button, start, stop, all in one. Adjustable front brake levers, just coming across. There's your power button. Standard affair this side. Adjustable cable clutch. Right, we've got the whiz wheel. Cruise control, one of the best cruise controls in the game, superb. Hazards, flash. Then we've got the menu, and we've got the suspension setup menu, indicators, on. Not a bad horn. This little dot here is for the spotlights. Okay. An extra thing we've got this little cubby hole. You could probably bit of change in or a toll ticket. You definitely won't get a phone in. No way. No way at all. So let's spring into life, shall we? So when you first put them on, you get that characteristic high rev. Normally that's for about 3 or 4 seconds, then it calms down. Here we go. So, throttle. This bike's fully running, don't worry. Let's have a listen from the side. So here's the pipe. Sounds good, doesn't it? Looks good, sounds good. This model's growing on me, to be fair. Let's get the stats out and talk you through it. Right, so let's get the specs. 2024 BMW S1000XR. This model's been around for 4 years, I believe now, but this is the facelift. This is the 2024 facelift. Bit more power, better seat, altered the aesthetic slightly. Very few little bits and pieces changed, but it's definitely an upgrade. So we've got the standard 999cc inline liquid cooled double overhead cam, 16 valve inline 4-cylinder, 6-speed gearbox with a chain drive. It's around 170 brake, so that's one of the differences. They've upped it, and that's about 11,000 revs. So it's got its sports bike heritage, as you can imagine. 84 foot-pound at 9,250 revs. We've got 20 litres of fuel, and it's around 227 kilos wet, so it's a nice bike. It's quite a lightweight tourer. The seat height, the standard seat on the standard bike is an 850mm. As I say, this is lowered frame. So it's about 30 to 40mm lower for everything. But you can get the high seat and the low seat. The high seat bumps it up to 870 and the low seat knocks it down to 820. So the low seat and the low frame gives you around 680. Low. Okay? Not bad at all. Let's have a look at the front end. So on the front we've got 45mm upside down forks with semi-active damping. 2 320mm discs, 4 piston radial Brembos, and we're running a 120/70/17 Bridgestone T32s. They're a reasonable tyre. I don't think they've got the best of longevity, as I found out in Spain with mine, but this is a different bike, it might run different. Let's go at the back. On the rear, we've got a monoshock. There it is. Semi-active again. Very nice. Coming out. So what we got on the rear? We've got a 265mm disc with a single piston BMW badged caliper on the rear, cornering ABS as well. We've got a 180/55/17, same tyres as the front, Batlacks Sport Touring tyres, T32s, nice tyres. It's not bad, is it? They've altered the air intake, they've altered the mapping, give it 5 brake horsepower more, changed the seat, slightly taller all round, they've tweaked the rear shock and they've revised the tail section. It's all cosmetic stuff really, apart from the power. What do you think? It's a good looking bike, isn't it? I like it. The more I ride it, the more I like it. Let's give it a bit of thrash. I'll see you in a minute. Okay YouTube, so here we are in a national, good steep hill. Let's give it a bit of thrash. These engines are sublime, insanely fast. There is an M version out now with 200 brake horsepower, but I cannot really see the justification for it. This is a bike that's been developed over the last 6, 7, 8 years, and every time they upgrade it, it gets better.
Okay, so we're away. Now these engines can feel a little buzzy, little tingles and vibrations, but all of them to bits. Gearbox is smooth, quick shifter's lovely, the handling's sublime. Let's give these brakes a bit of a test while there's nobody about, nobody behind. So we're doing 40 mile an hour rear brake. Yeah, that's a typical sports bike rear brake. Not a lot of go in it. It's enough for a stability device, that's about it. So back up to 40, slight incline, front brakes. Now them stoppers are amazing. They are perfect, beautiful. So here we go, back up to 40, all clear, front and back together. Yeah, you've got no worries about stopping this beast. And you've certainly got no worries about getting it going. I think it's probably something to do with the emissions that they've changed the front, the air box, and give it an extra 5 or 6 brake horsepower. And you've also got a good cruise control, one that drops as low as 20 miles an hour, which I think is well worth having in the day and age of the proliferation of the 20 mile an hour zones. Unfortunately, most towns now have got them. Got a little bit of a traffic calming device here. It's only recently fitted. Anyway, let's get up out in the open road and give it a bit of a ride. See what it's like on the dual carriageway as well. That's intoxicating, isn't it though? Listen. I love it to bits. Okay, so we just entered the National. Let's give it a bit of a thrash again. What an engine. This engine is amazing. Here we go, 40 mile an hour, 4th gear. Just so instant on the throttle. Just be careful here, they tend to pull out from the right without looking. Nice little overtake. As with any sports bike engine, this is a tall sports bike, let's face it, it's a sports bike on stilts. You know, you're talking 170 brake horsepower, it's just phenomenal. You look where you want to go, you look at the overtake, and by the time you've thought about it, you've twisted the throttle and you've gone. My Uncle Tone's just ordered a new one. He's got fed up of his R13, so he's decided to go back to the XR M, the S1000XR M, the white one, the one Lamb Chops took over to Germany. Cracking bike, beautiful looking piece of kit. I love the handling on this, it's just so light. Put the brakes on and it's instant. These are proper Brembo stoppers, these are, they're lovely. Here we go, 1st gear, 2nd. You have to throttle off. I don't think I've got in 4th gear yet, I'll just snick it into 4th, there we go. And 5th. And 6th. As I say, chain drive, quick shifter works fantastic. They always do. So we're going to go down the hill into Perranworthal and we're going to pick up the main road and we'll give it a bit of a thrash up the hill. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay then, so here we are approaching the island. It's a 50 zone this, it's not a national. But it does go into a national, so here we go up to 50. There we are, 50 mile an hour. We're in 4th gear, going up a very, very steep hill. So all you need to do, literally, is look at that national sign, pull the throttle back, and that's it. You're up to 70 without even trying. Bit of kit in it. So we're in 6th gear, on a motorway if you like, could be anywhere. There's a little bit of buzz through the handlebars, but I'm not getting any through the pegs. Auto blip sublime, all the way down, 2nd gear. I've not touched the brakes, not needed the brakes at all. So we're going to go around the island in 2nd gear. That's lovely, that is, that's lovely. We're going to open it out into the 60, or 70, sorry. Just so instant. Let's just let it die off again. So there we are, doing 50 mile an hour, 3rd geared overtake. Good, isn't it? International. Oh, by the way, we're in road mode, you know. I've not bothered with dynamic, there's no need. It's nice just to have that slightly softer delivery on the throttle. You put it in Dynamic Pro and it just turns it into a race bike, which is not much good for the road. Here we go, instant overtake. It's very intoxicating, isn't it? Fabulous brakes, fabulous suspension, instant power on the engine. What more could you want? I'm finding it pretty comfortable. As you know, 6'5", 16 stone, and I'm not cramped. I'm not feeling cramped. I'm nice and relaxed, nice and chill. Slow down for the junction, away again. Oh, the handling is just amazing. Yeah, on these roads between 40 and 65, you just pick a gear and leave it. Amazing. So I'll just show you that you change the mode. So here we are, we're in road mode. You just press the button on the side once for dynamic, once again for Dynamic Pro. Throttle off. There we go. So we're in Dynamic Pro. So we'll just take it around the corner, give it a quick thrash in Dynamic Pro, just to show you. I better shut the visor. Okay, Dynamic Pro. Yeah, it's just that little bit sharper on the throttle. We better try rain mode, hadn't we? Okay, I've slotted it into rain mode, so we're going to take a left up the hill. Don't think it softens the power, just the throttle response. So here we go. Leave it in 3rd. Just feathering it in round the bend. The biggest problem when you've got 170 brake is the modes don't really make that much difference, do they? This is a cracking bit of road, isn't it? Look at this. We're sticking it in the national, staying below 60, throwing it about. I love this bike. As I say, I don't think Linny would like it. I think it would make me a bit naughty, and I don't think it'd be comfortable for the pillion. I've looked at the perch, and It's typical sort of fanny pad type perch, not very big, not much padding on it, and the pegs are quite high at the back to get a pillion on. It's quite a reach. Yeah, you can feel the difference in rain. Yeah, nice bike. I'm getting a lot of wind noise off the screen, but no buffeting. Let's lower it. Yeah, a lot more wind noise. Back up. Yeah, it is better on high. That's not too bad. I know Tone put a bigger screen on his old XR, and I presume he'll put a bigger screen on his new XR, because Tone's a big lad. He's 6'3". So we're going to take a left here. Nice bit of road, this. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the Lofty Biker video. I know I've ridden this bike a couple of 3 times, but it's nice to let you know what the differences are in the models and the slight upgrades. So if you have enjoyed watching it, click on the like, subscribe, ring the bell, ask me a question. I'm only too glad to answer your questions. Nasty little junction this. So we come down, bit of breakage, put them on, round we go, and away. As I say, that's in rain mode. It's good, isn't it? Okay then, YouTube, one final thing before I go. What's it going to cost you? If you want to buy an S1000XR TE with the spotlights on and the bits and pieces, this kit, this is all loaded up, it's 19.5 grand. That's about 16 for the base model, but you're talking 19.5 grand for one that's kitted out. Don't forget, you've got to buy luggage as well, unless you've already got luggage from a previous model which you can transfer over. So it's not bad, is it? In the modern day world, you're buying a 170 brake horsepower missile that will carry you and luggage across continents and handle amazing. And when you get to the twisties, you've got a tool that can do it. It's all right saying the GS and the GSA will plod across the world. They will, but they won't handle like this. No siree, they won't handle like this. Anyway, I've waffled on for long enough. So this is the Lofty Biker saying ta-da for now. Ta-da.